How's it going, Fish fam? Welcome back to a brand new video. If this is your first time checking out the channel, what's up? My name is Gabe. You can also find me at SpartnFish pretty much everywhere on the internet. Last week, we got introduced to Stendhal, a much different vibe than we have had in this show. Like, the world building in Vigilantes feels a little bit more brutal than it did in like early MHA. Stendhal seems different. Takes it another step further. It's like getting introduced to the Naruto universe and then getting introduced to Zabuza. You know what I mean? Like, there's just levels to this shit. You don't really know what you're getting into until you're like all the way into it, but getting introduced to Stendhal last episode feels like, okay, shit, now we're kind of into it, you know? I don't know. I'm curious, like, how popular Vigilantes is. I feel like the only people who are really watching it are, like, MHA fans. I feel like it probably doesn't have, like, a ton of reach beyond that, just because a lot of the initial interest is because of that world building, which, for me, the world building, like, the art style that they just managed to use in Vigilantes, and they do it in MHA as well, but I feel like Vigilantes does it to an even better degree than like regular My Hero does in terms of like the comic booky kind of feel and the comic book art style. I feel like Vigilantes just does it even better. Aging up the characters in Vigilantes also gives it, I feel like, a different feel entirely than you get from like the early seasons of My Hero. It's not like a crazy, like, they don't feel too disparate from each other, but you can definitely tell that there's a little bit of a different vibe just because of the ages of the characters within Vigilantes versus the ages of the characters in My Hero. And I feel like that's something that I've, already talked about a couple of times in previous episodes, so I don't want to spend too much time talking about it here. I just kind of wanted to touch on the fact that, like, Stendhal getting introduced as a character feels like a little bit of a tonal shift kind of moving forward throughout the rest of the show, and to be honest, that's something that I'm looking forward to. I know after talking to, like, a few other people in the Discord, join the Discord, after chatting with a few other people in the Discord, they were saying that, like, they really enjoy, like, the actual world building itself in Vigilantes. They really like getting, that My Hero art style type feel, and they've, enjoyed some of the fight sequences, but the story itself hasn't really gripped them yet. And I feel like this character introduction is when we're going to start to see a lot more of that story, like, start to take shape. But, I don't know. I could just be making that up entirely and just kind of like wish casting, but we'll see. I know I already mentioned the Discord, but just so you know, we also stream every Tuesday over on Twitch. We got Blue Lock, we got Awashi, music, a couple other mangas going on, games. Going to be doing game nights in the Discord starting this week, so if you're interested in any of that, follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, so that way you get updates when that stuff is dropping. Yeah, let's just get into it. Ah, right. The transition between Yakuza gangs to, like, villain organizations. No honor anymore. No honor for the Yakuza. Yeah, not All Might. No to drunk driving. I kind of fuck with that. That's a real, like, I know it's some gang shit, but that's still a cool mentality to have. Like, even if you gotta go toe to toe with All Might, don't change who you are. Just be you, stand 10 toes. And now they're gonna fucking die to Stendhal. Yeah, Stendhal just fucking kills them. Oh no. Oh shit! That's why I recognized his voice actor. That's why I recognize... Bruh. I appreciate nobody saying anything when I said, why do I recognize his voice actor? Bro, that's fucking Stain. That's so cool. Wait, so we've had Ingenium and we've had Stain in this show. Damn. Hopefully we don't team up. Oh no, dude. Is Stain gonna be on the crew? Bro, that's actually sick. Is Stain about to join our crew? Bro, I'm fucking weak. No way. I knew I recognized that voice actor, bro. Yeah. Y'all are dead. Y'all are dead. Because of like the quirk registry, right? He was able to get access to their DNA.
Nope.
I would imagine that would be how that happened. He was able to get access to their DNA through like the quirk database or something. Oh my god. Yeah, bro. The second you see the bottom of his face, you're like, oh, I know who that is. Ah. She gave them blood samples? Bro, that's such a cool... Oh. Ah, shit. Okay. The whole gang. She was about to have bro take out the whole gang, huh? I'm still reeling from the fact that's such a crazy reveal, and we get it so early on in the episode too. I really hope we get to see him like interact with the crew again. Bro. I feel like my prediction of this is where we're about to see the story start to kick in. I might have been too spot on. What more did you want, bro? You can't smoke in a hospital? Bro, you can't smoke in a hospital? Y'all should not have been tweaking on drugs. No, do not get your friend hooked back on drugs, bro. Just let him go about his life. Do not try and get your friend hooked on drugs. Just say no. Just say no. Stendhal, buddy. Yeah, bro. She's acting like she's in an anime. Damn. Did she know that he was following her? So I'm not on that shit anymore, bro. I feel like you're just gonna get stunned immediately, brother. She said, you don't want drugs? I'm gonna give them to you anyways. Damn. She said, alright. Here, take some drugs. That has to be such an intense, like, thing that happens to so many kids. Like, I mean, we've pretty much talked about it since MHA Season 1, but, like, your quirk basically determines how you get treated. Bro, MHA is such a great allegory for, like, real world shit. It's so good. It's just so fucking good. Alright. Whose side are you gonna take, bro? Soga or Stendhal's? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna let Stendhal kill him, bro? You're gonna let him kill him? I know Soga's a bad dude who tried to... We don't even need to talk about what Soga tried to do. Soga tried to do some fuck shit. But Stendhal's trying to kill him, bro. He's saving him? Crawler versus Stendhal? Bro, we're into the shit now. We are officially into the shit. I'm saving you, dummy. I like how we're just pretending like we don't know who the fuck this is. Like it's a prequel, so we're just supposed to be like, yeah, who could this be? Yeah. Did you forget that the crawler doesn't work alone? Hell yeah, brother. The crawler doesn't work alone, bro. The crawler does not work alone. Listen, I know I haven't seen Knuckle Duster in MHA, but I know I've seen Stendhal in MHA. So, I think I know who might win this fight, you know? He said, alright, bro. You cross this line, I'm gonna fucking kill you. If you walk past this line, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Walk over this line, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Okay. Yeah! He said, alright, bet, I'm gonna step over the line. You said a hero steps over the line. Interesting choice of words. Something punch you in the face, call it a joke. So I never said anything about me. It's my line, bro. I can cross it. I mean, I know why he's saying that, but Stendhal, completely unrelated to Stain. Stendhal can take a fucking beating, I imagine. Alright. Bro has to be careful, though. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that. Crawler is already unparalyzed. He must have that good type of blood. Yeah, bro has a scraped up knee. Didn't you get a knife in the leg? Why are you talking about your scraped up knee? He's a hero, buddy. That's what he does. He's a fucking superhero, buddy. Damn. He got his shit rocked by Knuckle Duster. Took one punch and he was fucked. Yeah, bro, just kill her. Oh. I didn't mean like right now. I meant maybe later. Bro. You don't have to kill her right now. I just thought it was like, I just thought like that's how he was drawn. This bitch got a whole ass fake eye. Okay, so this whole time, like ever since he was first, I just assumed that's like how his character looked. I did not imagine that he cut off his own fucking nose so he wouldn't be able to fit in with society. That went by so fucking fast. I feel like this episode is only like 10 minutes long. What the hell? This definitely felt like the shortest Vigilantes episode we've had. It wasn't short by any means. It was just straight fucking hands the whole time. It was literally just Stendhal going off, beating fucking ass. But yeah, like I just said, I never put that together, that it was like a facial deformity or anything like that. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to in the original context, but Yeah, from my understanding, watching the original series and like seeing his like face reveal, I just assumed that's how his character was drawn. Like, yeah, it was a little weird, but I didn't really think he had no nose. I just thought it was like an artistic, like the way he was drawn. I just thought his nose, like, I don't know, was like snooty up or something like that, like a pig nose or something. But apparently, when he decides he's no longer going to be Stendhal, he's no longer going to be just wearing a mask, and he's going to devote himself fully to realizing this cause of being a fucking villain and going after like false idols and things like that. Like, he decides, okay, well, I'm going to remove my ability to exist in traditional regular society, and I'm just going to give myself to Voldemort. I did not put that together at all. I was today years old when I learned he cut off his own nose. I don't know. Let me know down below if that's something I was supposed to know from the original MHA. Also, this bitch's quirk gets more and more complicated with every episode. So she can control bees. Her body seemingly manufactures trigger, like, because it was like leaking out of her eye, which is apparently a fake eye, but it also is somehow like she was able to stop the knife from going into her fucking brain. So there's something in her eye, but like, whatever. Is it just a bunch of is it just full of bees? Is she just made up of bees? Like, is she literally just a hive of bees wearing a skin suit? Like, is that what the fuck she is? Is her quirk that she's not a human being at all, but she's like she's a bee? Like, she's a queen bee who developed a quirk and was like, all right, I'm gonna steal this human being's bot. Like, at this point, that's the only... I know it's not the most logical thing to assume, but you know, the fucking Sherlock Holmes quote, once you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable or illogical, must be the truth. So I'm assuming that her quirk is that she is actually a hive of fucking bees wearing a skin suit. That is my assumption at this point. She is a hive of fucking bees wearing a skin suit. Shit. This is a wild episode. This is truly a wild episode. I'm really curious to hear like what you guys are thinking of Vigilantes, especially after this episode. Definitely a big reveal for sure. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a big turning point for the show, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, oh shit, what happened? Who? Damn, I'm watching Vigilantes. Let me know what you guys think. If you are interested in joining the Discord, link down in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that way you get notified the next time I'm posting Vigilantes, posting One Piece, posting Frieren, any of the other shows, movies, manga, music that we're watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.